Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make your kneeling plank harder. So this exercise is normally, people will tout it as an easier exercise, especially for your core. But when you do a full plank, it's more of a full body exercise, right? We're really engaging through the full body. When we take it down to a kneeling plank, we can really begin to focus on pulling that belly button up and away. So I'm going to show you a couple tips here. So in the kneeling plank, I like to do it from my elbows because we're just shortening that lever. You could do it from your hands, but again, from the elbows with that shorter lever, we have more mind awareness on the muscle that we really want to work on, which for many of us, especially with the kneeling plank, is going to be through that midsection, that core. So elbows coming down, elbows are going to stack underneath our shoulders. Now, traditionally, people will leave their bum in the air and they call this a plank and they hope that they're getting the most out of it. Now, your bum should not be in the air. You want your bum tucked, but you also don't want to sag here. So tucked, belly button should be firm. Now, you'll see here that I'm not shaking at all. I probably look like I could be here most of the day. To make this that much harder, I'm going to press up out of my shoulder girdle and I'm going to round my ribs slightly towards my hips. And I don't know if you can see this, but I'm already beginning to shake. So it is a small movement from that plank position here, press up out of that shoulder girdle and round my ribs slightly down towards my hips. So I'm just taking this portion of my rib and tucking it towards my hips, flattening out my belly area. My spine still stays long, my bum still stays tucked, but now my core is doing all the work. Now I can really focus on pulling that belly button up and away, squeezing from hip bone to hip bone here, and really beginning to engage that core, that transverse abdominus, creating those flat abs. Now, if I wanted to increase the size of the lever, you can take this up to your hands. Same idea, press up out of that shoulder girdle, round those ribs slightly towards your hips, and you're going to see here, now my belly button is pulled back and I'm really getting that core strength here. Once you have this, then you can work your way up to your full plank. Press up out of that shoulder girdle, round those ribs towards your hips. And you start to see that you're going to get a similar benefit. But the biggest thing you want to focus on here is that mind muscle awareness and really feeling it in your core. So I always suggest to everybody to do this in a kneeling plank position because you just take out all of those extra body parts that your mind has to worry about. You can focus on your core, you get the same benefit because really the idea is to engage that core, to engage that muscle, to make it stronger and to strengthen that mind muscle connection. So kneeling planks, great way to pull that transverse abdominus in and create that nice, tight, flat core.